by the 11th grade students of science program of SMA N1 Kuala Pembuang in the academic year 2020-22 and 2023. Okay, before we start, Raka, do you need time to pray?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to pray before I do my presentation. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, good. On the behalf of English Education Study Programs, I announce that this proposal seminar is officially open. And the first session is 10 minutes for Raka to present his proposals. Romis, your Raka. Wait,
okay,
just want to check. Bu Merlin, can you hear me? Bu Leslie? Yes?
Pass.
Okay, good. Thank you. Please, Raka.
Okay, ma'am. I would like to share my screen first. Excuse me, ma'am.
Am I the host?
No, I'm the host, ma'am.
Okay.
But I still try to share my screen because
my
laptop is kind of heavy.
Okay.
Can everyone see my screen?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so good morning, everyone. I hope that all the participants here are in well condition. And before I do my presentation, I would like to thank everyone who attend this seminar. And I would like to thank both of my advisor, Ma'am Susan as my first advisor and Ma'am Madeline as my second advisor. Also for Ma'am Leslie as my reviewer. Okay, here I would like to thank you the opportunity for presenting my thesis proposal entitled An Analysis of Students' Problems in Speaking faced by the 11th grade students of Science Program of SMA Negeri 1 Kuala Pembuang in the academic year 2022-2023. And then in chapter 1, we have research background, research focus, research objective, research significances, and definitions of keywords. Now we are moving to 1.1, which is research background. The first language that comes to mind when we are discussing or talking about one of the international languages is English. For decades, it has been commonly used for communicating by people around the world. In Indonesia alone, it is a mandatory subject for students in school. The students are highly hoped to at least could communicate well with English. But in reality, not all students could practice that language verbally well enough because they are facing some problems when it comes to the speaking skill. And then we are moving to 1.2, research focus. The focus on this research is what are the problems in speaking skill faced by the 11th grade students of science program of SMA Negeri 1 Kuala Pembuang in the academic year 2022-2023. And then we are moving to the research objective is analyzing and finding out the students' problems in speaking faced by the 11th grade students of science program of SMA Negeri 1 Kuala Pembuang in academic year 2022-2023. And then we are moving to the research significances. There are 2 points. The first one is theoretically as a helpful insight to provide deeper knowledge in speaking skill, especially by knowing what are the students' problems that they are facing in speaking skill, and then practically they are for the teachers, students, or the researchers. And then we are moving to the definitions of keywords here. The researcher include 2 main keywords. The first one is speaking, and the second one is speaking problems. For speaking, it is an activity to deliver or communicate thoughts, opinions, feelings, expressions, and informations verbally to an audiences. In this research, the speaking activity is using English. And 2 is speaking problems, which is the main focus on this research, is the obstacles or the difficulties to deliver the messages through speaking with many factors. The problems in this research is going to be divided by two factors based on the later explanation. And then we are moving to the chapter 2. It covers of 3 points: concept and theory, previous study, and framework. 2.1 is concept and theory. I'm sorry. 2.1 is concept and theory. I'm sorry, ma'am. I think I have a few. Okay, the concept and theory. The 2.1.1 is the definition of speaking, and then aspects of speaking and the problems in speaking itself that we are going to focus on. And then we are moving to the previous study. The researcher takes 2 studies, which are the first one entitled Students' Problems in Speaking English at 8th grade of Riyadul Amin Islamic Boarding Junior High School, Muaro Jambi, by Tasmia in 2019. And the second one is entitled A Study of Students' Problems in Daily English Speaking Activity in the 11th grade Science, Students of SMA Negeri 10 Makassar by Anissa Hanifah Mursyams in 2018. And then we have here conceptual framework. As we can see from the diagram on the side, the first one is the students must have problems, or they are facing problems in speaking in their class. And then after that, the researcher is going to spread the questionnaire, which the questionnaire have 2 classified problems, which are the first one, linguistic problems, and then the second one, psychological problems. And then after that, the researcher is going to collect and analyze the data from the students' answer and then drawing conclusion. And then we are moving to chapter 3. It consists of 6 points. The first one is kind of research and approach. The second one is research setting and subject. The third one, role of researcher. The fourth one, technique of data collection. The fifth, technique of data analysis. And the last is trustworthiness of the data. And then here we have 3.1 is kind of research and approach. This research is qualitative descriptive research, which the researcher will handing out the questionnaire by explaining beforehand the questionnaire is about to the students, and then collecting the questionnaire and analyze the data, and then put it into the categories on the stated theory in the proposal. And then we have research setting and subject. The research will be conducted at SMA Negeri 1 Kuala Pembuang in the academic year of 2022-2023. And the research subject itself will be the students from the 11th grade of science class, room 1, which consists of 29 students. And then here, the role of the researcher is as the collector and the analyzer of the data that has been conducted, including all of the needs of the research, like questionnaire, collected data, and the description of the data of the students' problems will be done by the researcher as the main instrument. And then we are moving to the technique of the data collection. The researcher is using questionnaire as the main instrument, and the questionnaire is going to have 14 questions with 2 main aspects, and these are the steps for collecting the data. The first one, of course, the researcher must have permission from the school. And then after getting the permission from the school, the researcher is going to conduct the research based on the agreed schedule from the school and the teacher in the classroom. And then after that, going to classroom and explain the research briefly to the students, and then explaining and handing out the questionnaire to the students. After that, collecting the questionnaire and then drawing conclusion. And then here we have technique of data analysis. The data analysis is going to use a Likert scale. By using this scale, the researcher will analyze the scoring from the student's answer on the questions. The points in Likert scale have 5 points, which the first one is strongly agree, 2 strongly disagree, 2 is disagree, 3 neither agree or disagree, 4 is agree, and 5 is strongly agree. And below we can see the percentage formula, and I will explain. P is for the total percentage, F is the frequency of the items, the number of students answer on the questionnaire, and N is the total number of students as the respondents. And then the last is trustworthiness of the data. Here we have 4 points. The first one is credibility, transfer. The second one is transferability, dependability, and confirmability. And then here are the references for that has been used in this research. And that's all for my presentations. Before that, I would like to apologize for any mistakes during my presentations. And thank you. I think that's all for me.
Okay, thank you, Raka. Next session is the review from the reviewers. Please, Ibu Leslie, Cecilia Mika, to give the review, comment, suggestions, or revision to the betterness of Raka's proposals. Permisi, Ibu Leslie.
Thank you, Ibu Susan Ilanova and Ibu Marilyn Simbolon. Okay, Raka, how are you today?
Pretty nervous, man.
Okay. Raka, what is your title once again?
An analysis of students' problems faced in speaking skill by 11th grade students of science program in SMA Negeri 1 Kuala Pembuang in the academic year 2022-2023.
Okay, why do you choose SMA Negeri 1 Kuala Pembuang?
Okay, ma'am. So the main reason why I choose this is because the senior high school is more inland rather than in the middle of the city, which has this stereotype that the students mostly are not really fluent in English. So that's why I think my research is going to be more suitable to do in this senior high school.
Did you do some prior observation,
Yes, ma'am.
for your research?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I think for the science programs in SMA, in senior high school is their capability in English in speaking is pretty good from others, from social, for example. Why do you choose science program?
Based on my prior research, comparing to the social class, science class is more willing to speak even though they are scared or anxiety. So I think this is good. And the teacher also suggest me to do the research on science program.
Yeah, related to your explanation, because this is about problems in speaking. Yeah. What about
Yes,
the result of in class? The result of their performance in class? Did you make some information or observation or interview with the teacher?
So I did an interview with one teacher, and she said that when they are asked to speak in front of the class, there almost no one that wants to come, except the teacher have to choose one student, and that one student will be in front of the class speaking.
So what are you going to do with this research, Raka?
So basically, this starts from my personal experience, which in speaking, I am very nervous when it comes, when it is my turn to speak. So I choose this title of this research, and also the students are, based on my prior research, they mostly have problems in speaking. So I think that is suitable to do this kind of research.
So you only use a questionnaire, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
To analyze the data.
Yes.
Can you give me a strong opinion for this kind of how do you conduct your data by using only questionnaire?
Okay, ma'am. So why I only choose questionnaire? I think it is already coped all of their anxiety or problems in speaking, because in here The questionnaire gonna have 5 points from strongly disagree to strongly agree, and this is not biased because the answer gonna be based on the student's answer, not by me. It's based by their experience, and I think the questionnaire or the questions, the 14 questions, already coved all the aspect that I want to search.
Okay, so you only choose one class for your research,
Yes,
to do
ma'am.
your research, only one class. Why?
One class, ma'am. Because I think that is already enough for doing this research, ma'am.
For 29 students, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Only a questionnaire. Did you tape or record they're doing some interview and question for the students
Later or before what, ma'am?
later for
I'm
conduct-
going to put some pictures as proof that they are answering the questionnaire, and I'm gonna spread the sheet for them to answer.
So for now on, they are doing offline learning
Yes, ma'am. Offline learning.
fully, yeah. Now we are going to check your table of contents. Look at your table of contents.
Yes, ma'am.
Please see again ya pedoman penulisan standard writing system ya
Okay,
for
ma'am.
thesis ya. Did you use a table, list of table or list of appendix?
List
Do you have
of
list of
appendix.
tables? Do you have list of tables?
No, ma'am. I don't have any list of appendix.
List of table. Okay. Please, will you write again ya?
Yes, ma'am.
Based on standard writing system,
Okay, ma'am.
table of content, chapter 1, usually bold ya for the written.
Okay, ma'am.
What about page for the references in table of contents? What do you mean error, bookmark, and define?
Oh, sorry, ma'am. I think it's an error from the program that the page is not showing up. So I'm sorry, ma'am.
Okay, you need to revise that.
Okay, ma'am.
And for chapter 1, after introduction, you should explain or there will be sentences yeah to support
Okay, ma'am.
your research background and so on.
Okay, ma'am.
And also for the next, okay, for the research problem, why for research significance, also make introduction sentences yeah before you
Okay, ma'am.
you explain about theoretically, practically, yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
And then for the definition of keywords, only two explanations, yeah, speaking
Yes,
and speaking problems. Okay, you mentioned in here on page 5, yeah,
yes, ma'am.
second statement. The problem in this research is divided to 2 factors based on the latter explanations. Can
Yes,
you
ma'am.
explain for me?
Okay, ma'am. So the main problems in this field is going to be linguistic problems and psychological problems, which in linguistic problems, based on Richard theory, it's going to be vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. Meanwhile, in psychological problems, based on Johanna theory, those are anxiety, shyness, fear of mistakes, and lack of motivation, ma'am.
Okay, for those 2 explanations, yeah,
Yes,
psychologically and
linguistic.
linguistics. Okay. Do you think your questionnaire represent those types of problems?
Yes, ma'am. I did read some research, and most of them are also similar, which are they're talking about these two fields, which is linguistics and psychological.
Okay. How many questions?
14, ma'am?
14.
14.
So this is enough for your analysis?
Based on me, ma'am? Yes.
Yes. Okay. You're very confident, yeah, with your research.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What about page 13? Previous research. Previous research.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I think you should make an paragraph, yeah, for this kind of explanation for the previous research.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't have to make 1 and 2. And
Okay, ma'am.
after you explain about the first and the second previous research,
Yes, ma'am.
what is the difference or comparing with your research? What are they? The difference with your research?
The main difference that I found is that they are mostly do this research in the city or in the middle of mostly known city. Meanwhile, mine is more inland, which is, and most of the research, there are seldom of research conducted in that school.
Okay. What about the characteristic of the students of the SMA Negeri 1 Kuala Pambuang, Raka?
In what?
Apakah di pelosok kah?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What are the characteristic of the students?
They are rarely open to English talking fields, so they are more shy and don't really want to involve in English stuff because first of all, I was also graduated from that school, so I kind of known that most of the students that there are still having the kind of same problem.
Okay, for your deeper explanations, yeah, for your comprehension explanation, you should put it on the background of your study, yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, and then for the conceptual framework, you make the figure of this conceptual framework by yourself or you adapt?
Yes, I did this with myself.
Okay, this is also you should put the figure list of figure, yeah, at the table of your contents. And for the chapter 3, you do qualitative or quantitative research?
Qualitative
Okay, what is qualitative research actually, Raka?
is a method of investigation aiming to explain a phenomenon based on several theories.
Okay, that's what about quantitative?
Quantitative is also aiming to explain some phenomena, but they are based on number or pre-test and post-test.
Okay, very good. For the research setting.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you are not only say that you conduct this research at SMA Negeri 1 Kuala Pambuang, but you should explain or tell the address, yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Address of the school, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Should state in here. Okay, research subject only 29 participants, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
9 students in class
Room 1, man. 11th grade, room 1 of science.
11th grade, okay. 11th grade. Questionnaire. Okay, for the questionnaire, only A, B, C, D, or you make deep.
It is the same question. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, for the questionnaire,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
use this one or for at page 18 or at the appendix?
Both are the same, ma'am. Just the difference is that the appendix I make the table, and in page 18 I make the list only. But it's basically the same.
Same. Okay. I think you should check my notes again, yeah, and
Yes,
then
ma'am.
please check standard writing system.
Okay, ma'am.
Pedoman penulisan skripsi, and then overall, yeah, you are very confident with your research, and I think you can keep moving forward, yeah, for conducting your research.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Raka. I think that's all, Ibu Susan and Ibu Marilyn Simbolon.
Okay, thank you, Ibu Leslie.
Thank you, ma'am.
Valuable suggestions and corrections. And also Ibu Marilyn Simbolons. Do you have any? Yes, still mute, Bu Marilyn.
Raka,
Yes,
thank
ma'am.
you for answer all the question of the reviewer. It's good.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I think it's past Ibu Susan.
Okay, good. Okay, just a little, because I ignored this before. Sorry, Raka. For the technique of collecting the data, you have to explain how you collect the data. Okay, not just about the data, but how
Okay,
you
ma'am.
collect that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And then in your, yeah, right. And in your, what is it, questionnaires, it's all in English. And I just worry that the student cannot understand that. So you
I
have
forget
yes.
to add this. Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, right. You just translate it to Indonesia
Yes,
so
yes, ma'am.
the students can understand that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, and you can also, since it is, yes, this is qualitative, but qualitative approach, yes, but the methods must be in a descriptive quantitative, because you count some the data, right?
Okay, ma'am.
So it's, yeah, it's under the qualitative research, but the method is descriptive quantitative. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay,
Because
ma'am.
it is qualitative, then you have to describe all, not just give them the questionnaires, whether they are agree or strongly agree, but you have to ask more than that.
Okay, ma'am.
This is qualitative, pure qualitative. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, and you also can give some more question, like open-ended questions. Ask them about what are other problems that they face. Okay,
Okay,
so
ma'am.
just make one open-ended question. So you just
Okay.
not just stop in that problems in the theories, but
Yes,
also you have you open the alternative problems beside the theories. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Noted, ma'am.
Okay, just that. I think I missed that. Sorry, Raka.
It's okay.
Okay, good. Okay, Raka.
Okay.
Okay, good. Okay, other students have any questions? English education study programs? No? Okay, then there is no question. So you have 2 weeks to revise. I think it's long enough for you.
Yes, ma'am.
You can finish it as soon as possible. That's
Yes, ma'am.
good. Okay, you can finish that, and then you can administer or conduct your research. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay, so this is the sessions of the review is already closed, and then now, on the behalf of English education study programs, oh wait, we need to take a
Picture,
photo,
ma'am.
right? Yes, sorry.
So everyone ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then one more.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, good. Thank you, Raka. Okay, on
Thank
the
you,
behalf
ma'am.
of English education study programs, I announce that this proposal seminar is officially closed. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Keep
Thank
healthy.
you, orang tua
Terima
Raka.
kasih Ibu semua. Oh, ada orang tua
Terima
juga
kasih,
ya.
Bapak, Ibu.
Ada orang tuanya. Beri dukungan.
Sudah
Baru
hadir.
sekali ini kayaknya Pak.
Udah.
Ada orang tua ini.
Iya,
Makasih.
Buat Raka.
di
Selamat ya Raka ya. Lanjut ya Raka, semangat.
Yuk, ma'am.
Raka
Mari
kalau mau
semua.
ambil coretan saya boleh. Kalau mau langsung ambil, boleh langsung ambil.
Iya.
Yang revisi ya, Ma'am?
Ya,
Oke, Ma'am.
Raka di mana ini sekarang? Posisi di Kuala Pembuka di Palangkaraya.
Sayangnya saya di Palangka, Ma'am.
Oh ya berarti gampang aja ngambil dengan Bu Leslie.
Iya,
Biar cepat-cepat, jangan
Iya.
tunggu lama.
Iya, Ma'am.
Ya, selamat juga untuk orang tuanya ini.
selamat.
Makasih Ibu.
Misi ya Bu. Saya lip ya Bu.
Terima kasih.
Bye semua.
Makasih,
Bye,
Ma'am.
Gap. Ada
Iya,
Gabriel
Ma'am.
lah ternyata. Ya Gap. Dah. Ada dia juga. Dah.
Raka, congratulations.
Kenapa kamu menjerit Gabi?
Oh, senang, Mem. Akhirnya dia sempro.
Emang nggak yakin kamu dari awal?
Yakin, Mem.
Ini seolah-olah ditempatkan ini antara Raka dengan Timothy, pembimbing penguji dengan sama. Timothy saya pembimbing 1, Mem Susan pembimbing 2, dan penguji tetap Ibu Leslie. Jadi sama-sama mereka. Oke ya. Sukses ya Raka
Iya,
ya.
Ma'am.
Oke. Nanti untuk apanya nanti tunggu Ibu pulang, mudah-mudahan minggu ini Ibu bisa pulang.
Oke, Ma'am. Oke, Ma'am.
Selesai ceknya besok itu kalau tidak ada apa-apa udah bisa pulang ya.
Iya, Ma'am.
Toh tidak ada lagi yang dikejar, nggak bisa lagi untuk Agustus.
Iya, Ma'am.
Ya, oke ya. Ibu
Oke,
Lia,
ma'am.
dadah semua.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye. I'm going to end this session and thank you.
Oh my God, congratulations.